Now, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new to the channel, you read the thumbnail right. How to start a junk removal business. We're gonna break it down for you guys. We've been in the business for 4 years. We bought a house, we got multiple vehicles, we're doing it. So this video is gonna help you out a lot.
Yeah, we started a junk removal business and it has been so successful that we would like to share some tips with you. And we have a few jobs on the list today and you're gonna come along with us. And as we're doing those jobs, we're gonna talk about what we did to make our junk removal business so successful.
Now let's get out there and get it.
We are at the first job of the day, and one thing you definitely want to do when you start a junk removal business is ask your customers, how did they hear about you? Especially when you first start, you want to know why your phone is ringing. How did they hear about you? It could be Craigslist, it could be Facebook, it could be just a search on the web, it could be from Instagram, or an ad that you ran, or signs that you have out, or flyers you put out, or business cards you've passed out. It's really, really important to know exactly how they heard about you so you know what is working in your area and you can keep doing it.
Now, one of the most important things in this business is having great customer service when you answer the phone and when you show up to the job, so you can lock that job in and get paid.
And it's super important to be a people person. That will get you so far in life, not just in work, but in life in general. So if you struggle with that, watch videos on how to talk to people, read people's body language, and just become a people person.
So the first job is done. That was super easy. And a question we always get from you subscribers out there is, when should I start a junk removal business? Should I wait till I get a big truck, get a dump trailer? No, what you want to do is start it right now. And JoJo, why is that?
Well, start it right now so you can get the ball rolling on making your future the best it could be. Start right now and start with whatever you have.
Whatever you have. We started this business without a truck. We got on free Yelp. We got on Google My Business. We got on all these free platforms before we even had a pickup truck.
Yeah, we definitely did all of those things that Matt just mentioned. And we did that before we even opened up for business. We did it because when we started this business, we wanted to make sure we looked established and that we had been doing it for a long time. So we were ready before we even began.
So don't make no excuses. Don't be like, I'm gonna start next year, next springtime. Get started right now with whatever you have. And people always ask, what kind of truck should I get? Get whatever you can afford for now and then upgrade later on.
Yeah, we started with just a long bed Tundra truck. That's all we started with. It didn't even have walls yet. We didn't even have a utility trailer yet. We got that truck, and that's what we started with. So yeah. Start with what you have. Some people have started with a van.
Or a vehicle, just a regular car with a little trailer behind it. So start with whatever you have and get that money and get your name out there and start branding your business. And don't make no excuses.
Best tip of the day.
Best tip of the day. So we're heading to the next job, and it's a pickup that's on the side of the road. Some illegal dumping, so we're heading there right now.
Oh, that's great. Illegal dumping are not my favorite. I was gonna say that's my favorite kind of job. Not the illegal dumping part, but just the kind that you can pull right up and load up, like curbside pickups. I love those.
So you damn bottom feeders that are doing it for super cheap are illegally dumping, and we're picking it up getting paid top dollar now.
That's true.
Yeah, so we're heading there right now. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's roll. So here's the next job, and if you can see, it's on the side of the damn road. This is an easy job, so you want to make sure you have a credit card reader or card reader or something you could take payment over the phone with. So here's the job. And if you can see, we on a busy road. Busy ass road, if you can see. And we getting paid.
So some of the things that you will need to do to start your junk removal business is number one, come up with a name. Try to be original, make sure you have something that nobody else is using, and then go to your newspaper, your local newspaper, and run a fictitious name statement, and that will run for about 14 days, and that's just to make sure nobody disagrees with you using that name. It's also to make sure nobody else has that name, and once you have the name that you are going to use, go to your bank and open up a bank account so that you can cash checks in that business name. And another thing that you want to be able to do is have your customers use credit cards. So get a card reader from your bank and make it possible for your customers to pay you with a credit card, because you want to make things as simple as possible for your client.
And guess how this customer's paying? With a credit card over the phone.
So one thing you absolutely have to do when you start your junk removal business is know where you're going to take all the junk and how much is it going to cost to get rid of it. So the first thing you want to do is type in transfer station in your county. So obviously we have transfer station in Sonoma County. There's other things you can look up. You can look up your local dump or your local landfill. But when we type in transfer station in Sonoma County, it gives us a list of all the places we can take the junk, and it will give you the red pins and map it out for you.
Now, something you definitely want to get at each transfer station and dumps and landfill is a price sheet. And the reason why, you want to know how much it costs to dump stuff per ton, your minimum, how much it costs to dump refrigerators, and all that kind of stuff. Because each landfill is going to be different, and some spots are going to be cheaper than others, so that's something you got to figure out on your own. So now you did your research and you made it to the landfill, and this is what it looks like. It's a rainy day. There's not many people here, but there's some places where you can recycle cardboard, metal, cans, and bottles, and that's what you want to do. You want to lighten your load up. In every transfer station, landfill, in every state and city and county is going to be different. This one right here, you can actually lighten your loads up before you go on the scale. So here's where you can do that at. You can stop right here. You got the metal bin, you got the cardboard, you got everything right here. So this is what you want to do. Do your homework, do your research, and know where to drop stuff off for free.
So we are at the next job of the day, and one thing you definitely want to do when you start your own junk removal business is show up looking professional. Do what you can afford. If it's just a t-shirt with the same color as your workers that kind of matches your logo, go with that. But when you can, get a shirt that has your name, phone number, make sure you're wearing the same exact thing that your worker is doing, and also, grab a hat if you like to wear hats, and just rep your stuff all the time. People will see us at the grocery store, ask us what we do, and take a picture, and they will call us later. But the more professional you look, showing up to your jobs, the more money you can charge.
So here's the next job, and people always ask, how do you stay so busy? Well, we got a lot of realtors we work with, property managers we work with, and a lot of repeat customers. And they'll keep us busy through the winter time when it slows down. So now that job is complete. Let's talk about the tools you need to start this business. When we first started, we had no money. So we went to Harbor Freight and I bought the cheapest damn dolly there is with some small tires. I had the dolly, I had a tarp, some bungee cords, a sledgehammer, and pretty much that's it, a shovel and a broom. And that's how we started this business. So you can start with anything and a little bit of tools, and most of the tools you get from jobs.
You will discover that you will find lots of tools while doing jobs.
So once you're in the business for a while, tools that you might need later on, which we have in the toolbox right now, is we have a sawzall, a skill saw, a drill, a pry bar, a sledgehammer, 2 trash cans. We keep construction bags with us at all times. We always got gloves, we got a respirator, we got safety glasses, we have a regular push broom and then a normal broom. Then we have 2 rakes. Then we also have a dolly that's way better than the one we started with, actually from Costco. It's a Costco dolly, so you need something like that eventually later on.
Yeah, the Costco dolly is awesome. It's our favorite ever. But like we've been saying, you can start with what you have, start with very few tools, and just, add to your collection as you go.
And that's really all the tools you need to start this business. You don't need a whole lot at first. Just get out there and get your name out there and start hustling. Now let's talk about how to get business. When you first start this trash business, it's going to be kind of hard to get your phone to ring, but what you want to do is set yourself up to win. So you want to post on Craigslist every single day. You might want to mix it up, do it about 2 to 3 times a day at different hours, maybe 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and noon. And then something else you can do is post on Facebook all the time. Post your business in groups. What you want to do is add yourself to as many yard sale groups in your county and post every day or every other day your business of what you do, and that will get your phone to ring. So you got to get your name out there and get your brand out there with a good logo.
And it's also a really, really good idea to get yourself out there on all the free platforms. And social media is a really, really, really good one to use. You could do Facebook, you could do Instagram. And another thing you should do, and we always say this, is you should have a website. A website that really has great pictures and good details of all the stuff that you do. Make it your SEO work for you. And if you are struggling with doing a website and you don't have one, or you need to make yours better, look in the description below, because we will have a person to contact to help you with your website.
Now there's 2 ways to get business. You can either pay for ads or do it the way we do it. We do it all organic. We're on every single free platform there is. We use YouTube. It's a great platform to keep your business going and to get business. Really, it is. And also Yelp. We use a free Yelp. Some people got to pay Yelp and get business. We don't. A lot of people use Google Ads. We don't, but it all depends on what area you're in and how your population is. So we're real lucky where we're at. Our population's really good and we get a lot of business all organic.
Yep, and now we have lots and lots of repeat customers, and you'll find yourself having repeat customers too.
And a few other people you can get a hold of are storage units, property managers, realtors, maid services, movers. People like that need your service.
They do. They need your service, and they also come across other people that need your service. So they are golden to have on your team.
And you can also get a bunch of business cards from Vistaprint. I believe you can get 500 for like 30 or 40 bucks. Bandit signs, flyers. There's so many different ways to advertise and market your business. Do them all. Don't just do one thing. Do as much as possible and get on every single free platform there is and pass out them business cards like candy and get your name out there. Now, something you definitely want to do once you got some money saved up is reinvest in your business and get your vehicles wrapped. JoJo, how much business do we get off these vehicles right here?
We get so much business. It is a moving billboard. People see who you are and what you do right away, and they'll contact you. So it is very, very important to put some decals on your truck and trailer.
You'll be surprised how many times we do a job and a neighbor walks by and takes a picture of our dump truck or wants a business card. It happens all the time.
Yeah, and you know, you're parking at a grocery store or a busy park and people see it, and it has paid for itself over and over again.
Now, you don't need to start with the dump truck. You can start with a utility trailer like this one right here. That's how we started. The only thing I would do is put some walls on the side and get out there and start hustling. Now, JoJo, let's talk about pricing.
Well, let's talk about pricing, because pricing is the hardest part of starting your junk removal business. Pricing is not a one-size-fits-all. It depends on where you live, because you obviously, if you live in Alabama, you can't charge what we are charging here in California. So you will learn through trial and error what to charge your customers.
So something you definitely want to do is have a minimum pickup price, a quarter load price, a half load price, a 3/4 load price, and a full load price, and keep it simple for the customer. And the best advice I can give to you guys out there is don't be a bottom feeder. Hit that customer with the price, because if 1-800 got junk and Junk King can charge that high price, you can too. So be like the franchise boys, look professional, clean when you show up, and hit them with that price and get that money. And if you guys learned anything from this video, make sure you smash that like button, and we'll catch you on the next one.
And get out there and start your own business.